movements of plants are easily seen? Answer is false. You remember, children, we had seen the example of bird which blooms into a rose flower. Yes, it takes time from bird, bud bird, children. That bird, when it petals open slowly, it takes time, and those movements of plants are not seen easily. So here they have given movements of plants are easily seen. So the answer is false. Plants get nourishment from the fertile soil. True. Plants get nourishment from the fertile soil. Answer is true. See, children, plants get nourishment. Nourishment means the food or the things which are necessary for growth, and these things plants get from the fertile soil, that is the soil which is good for the plants. So the answer is true. Fourth one, vultures make the environment unclean while satisfying their hunger. Answer is false. Children, here in the statement they have given, vultures make the environment unclean. No, it is wrong. Vultures make the environment clean. Yes, children, when they eat the remains of dead animals, they help us to make our environment clean, and at the same time, they satisfy their hunger. And here in the statement, unclean is given. So, the answer is false. Vultures make the environment unclean while satisfying their hunger. Answer is false. Next, read each sentence. Tick the correct ones and wrong. Put a cross mark for the wrong ones in the given boxes. A1. The seeds of some plants are scattered by the wind. Yes, it is right. So you have to put a tick mark. See, children, I had told you while explaining the lesson, when wind comes in a great force, the seeds from that plants which have fallen down, they are carried away to some other place. So in this way that plant will grow in some other place also. So the seeds of some plants are scattered by wind. The answer is right. B1. Plants are non-living things. Answer is wrong. Why it is wrong, children? Because plants are living things like us. Plants are non-living things. It is wrong. C1. Sparrows grow by eating insects and food grains. Yes, it is right. Sparrows grow by eating insects and food grains. The answer is right. Next, children, in lesson 1, our environment, we had few new words or some difficult words, you can say, children. Let us go through it. First word, environment. What is environment, children? It is surrounding. Spelling ENVIRONMENT, environment. Once again, ENVIRONMENT, environment. Next one, streams. Streams means, children, small river, you can say, small flowing water. Okay, streams means small river. STREAMS, streams. I repeat, STREAMS, streams. Next, barren. Barren means what, children? You can say dry piece of land where plants cannot grow. Okay. Barren. Barren. I repeat. Barren. Barren. See, I'll show you the picture of barren land. See, this is called barren land. Dry piece of land where plants cannot grow. Next, survive. Survive means, children, to live. Survive. Survive. I repeat. Survive. Survive. Survive means to live. Next, twigs. Twigs means, children, thin branch of a tree. I repeat, twigs means thin branch or thin part of a tree. Spelling Twigs. Twigs. I repeat, Twigs. Twigs. Next, scattered. Scattered means, you can say, spread. Scattered. Scattered. I repeat, children. Scattered. Scattered. Next, decay. Decay means to rot. Decay. Decay. Once again, Decay. Decay. Next, nourishment. Nourishment means the food or the things which are necessary for our growth. Nourishment. Nourishment. I repeat, Nourishment. Nourishment. Once again, Nourishment. Nourishment. Then last, fertile. Fertile means the soil which is good soil, you can say, where more crops can grow. Fertile. Fertile. Once again, Fertile. Fertile. Okay, children, you can practice these words in your rough book 3 times. So let us go through the points, that is what we have learned in lesson 1, our environment. First point, there are many things in our environment. Some of them are living things and some are non-living things. Yes, children, the things in our environment are divided in 2 groups, living things and non-living things. Then second point, living things can move on their own. Yes, even we are living things, children. We can walk, we can run, we can jump, we can hop. So many movements we can do. Yes, so same is with all the living things. Living things, they can move on their own. Even animals are living things. They also can walk. Fish is also living thing, coming in group of animals. They can swim in water. Birds are living things. They can fly in air. Yes, so living things, they can move on their own. But non-living things, they cannot move on their own. Third point, Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Yes, children, you all have your food. Why you are eating your food? So that it will help you to grow, to gain proper height and weight. Yes, so living things, they need food. Without food, they cannot survive. That is, they cannot live. And what food we have, it helps us to grow. Next point, living things produce young ones like themselves. Yes, living things, they can give birth to their young ones, but non-living things, they cannot produce young ones. The next, living things are of two kinds. Yes, children, living things further are divided in two groups. Which are those two groups? Plants and animals. Next, living things get all that they need from their environment. Yes, children, what food we have, air, water, whatever things we need to live, all these things we get from our environment. Next point, living things bring about changes in non-living things too. Yes, this I have explained you while teaching true or false. Living things bring about changes in non-living things too. Non-living thing, soil and remains of dead animals and rotten leaves. When these two things get mixed in the soil becomes good. That is fertile, isn't it? So here, who are living things? Animals and plants, and what they are giving, those remains of dead animals and the leaves from the trees. When these two things get mixed in the soil becomes fertile. So in this way, living things bring about changes in non-living things too. Soil is non-living thing. Last point, all things in the environment depend upon each other. Yes, whatever things are present in this environment, they depend upon each other. In this lesson, children, we have the column at the end of the lesson. Always remember, let us see what is given in it. The needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. See, children, whatever we need, we get it from our environment. Now, trees, they give us fresh air, and these trees are part of our environment. So you should not cut down these trees, but you should plant more and more trees. Then water which we get from our environment, we should not waste this water also. You should take as much you want, that much only you should take it, and you should not waste these things because we get it from our environment, and you should not cause harm to this things in the environment. Okay, so children, here we finished with the revision of lesson 1, our environment. Now at home you can read this lesson once again, and the new words which are there in this lesson which we have discussed today, those new words you can practice in your rough book 3 times or 5 times. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.